Hey, good almost afternoon. It's still morning though here on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum show, but it is almost the afternoon. And I hope everyone's doing well today. So I just got back from the Philadelphia Thanksgiving Day parade. We went out there to go check that out. And um, so this morning I saw a post from Martin uh, Dahlman. I'm not going to spell his name. So it's Maarten. Last name Dalmijns. He did a post with his 10 books he would have wished he knew about in the past. So I got the idea. So okay, what books do I want to read between now and the end of the year? And I want to share some of those with you. And it's been fun, busy morning, crazy, lots of stuff. And after this, my son and I are going to go to this flea market and go check that out, see what they got. We've never been there, but apparently it's a big thing to do on Thanksgiving. So we're going to go check that out. And it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. Hope all is going well for everyone out there. And you're having a good day on this Thanksgiving here in the States and celebrating some family and friends. And I wanted to share some things. So one of the, you know what? Did I go through it? Yeah. We're just sharing up time to go hang out. Anyway, so why do we do these books? It's part of that growth mindset, right? And I like some of the books that they had listed there, and I want to list some other ones. So today, because I already started reading this book, this one, The Science of Getting Rich by Walter Wattles. It's supposed to be, he's one of the original founders of like those Get Going, but it's a nice thin book. I should read this today in between family eating, rather than surfing on the phone and everyone's on the phone. I'm gonna finish reading this nice little book. Maybe we'll get some tips. Always would be nice to be rich, wouldn't it? And then the other one I'm going to read this weekend is this one, The Art and Science of Facilitation by Marsha Ecker. She was my coach. I took her class. She really does, I think, really pushing the art of facilitation, the more advanced classes. I took her advanced class. I took her coaching stuff, and she does a really good job in the facilitation, and gave me a new respect for facilitation. I mean, I took the stuff back in the 90s and all that stuff, how to facilitate teams and things like that. But that is another specialty. And if you notice, scrum.org is actually offering a facilitation class now. I think they finally recognize that's a big job among agile coaches, scrum masters, product owners, people who are in leadership should really understand facilitation. I really think I'll get better. I teach the class too. I haven't taught in a while, but I would really recommend taking the facilitation, the ACC facilitation, team facilitation class. It's beneficial, even if you're not going to become a coach or agile coach. It's useful for everything. And I think they limit their marketing, to be honest with you. So those are two books that I'm going to read. So I got Marsha Ecker's book, The Art and Science Facilitation. Highly recommend it. And my little Getting Rich book. Okay. This book, as you can see, is starting to get worn out because I read it a lot. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. He was one of the first founders of these self-motivation books and self-motivation class stuff. So that's pretty good. And he helped guide Bob Proctor, who was on The Secret and everything. He's another one I got in class. You can see my little bookmark in here getting beat up. Read this a few times. Probably read that again. There's a couple books that I read, come back and read every once in a while just to get invigorated with ideas and thoughts and generating new ideas. And those are really some of the two books. Now, one of the things the guy said, I wish I knew this book, The Art of Doing Twice the Work in Half the Time, Scrum, way back when in the 90s. When did he actually publish this book? Let's see. When did he publish this? So we got a copyright on here somewhere, maybe? Let's see. No. Of course not. Why would there be a copyright state in here? There we go. It was, and I can hide my face on the thing. This one was written in 2014, but it has to be older than that. I'm pretty sure it's older than 2014. Maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? They rewrite it and change the dates on it anyway. But that would have been a good book to understand what Scrum was. So I knew and Agile was back then because I didn't know what I was doing, but I was really doing Agile. Like, oh, this sounds just like what I do. I finally have a name for what I'm doing. Another book, The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. He talks about the difference between success and failure. It's a real good book. If you really want to get how to become a better professional, be really professional, what to do, grow. Grant Cardone's take on it is really good. He's a big time $5 billion real estate mogul kind of thing. He's still growing. He's still a little guy. He says, I'm still a little guy. I got nothing. So he does that. This is another book I got, Atomic Habits. Tiny changes, remarkable results. Now, if that doesn't speak to being agile and Scrum-like, I don't know what does. Everyone says it's a really good book. I've never read this book before. Brand new, out of the cover. I just pulled it out of the bubble wrap the other day for the picture. So this is something I definitely want to read. And it's one thing. You can't buy more books until you read the ones you got, right? So I got to make sure I read all these before I got more books. I got a whole nother stash of books that I've been gearing up to read too. So I got to read all these. I read most of these actually. They're all read. The only ones I haven't read is Atomic Habits, Art and Science Facilitation by Marcia, and The Science of Getting Rich. I haven't read that one yet. This one I did start reading, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Walsh. This was another one, updated and expanded. So let's say, tap the power of the subconscious mind to improve your self-image. Learn to use positive past, achieve worthy goals, develop compassion, self-respect, and forgiveness. Cultivate the power of rational thinking, and key to a happier, more successful life. Well, if I can get a couple of those, I'll be happy. So this is a book that everyone recommends. Even Bob Proctor recommends that one. This one I read a while ago. I might want to read it again. Look how thin this book is. Look, it's like super thin. You squared, okay? And it's like what I think Agile really is about is taking advantage of stuff, being ready. So when that opportunity comes, it just becomes a magnitude, right? It's not just little tiny changes. Sometimes those little tiny changes become real magnitude changers. And the magic. I might do something with my group of coaches and everyone. If anybody was interested to join us, it's a 28-day program of being thankful. And since it's the holidays and everything like that, and that's the magic, I really recommend this book. I enjoyed this. I guess this is one of the self-help books that I actually practice, and this is where you experiment with stuff, and it gives you what to do for 28 days. Did that for 28 days, giving thanks and different ways of doing it, different ways of looking at things in life. And it was really nice. It was really enjoyable. I enjoyed actually doing it. It really has a little rigor to it because you got to do it all 28 days. But it's not bad. It's a good thing. If anybody wants to do the challenge with me, maybe I'll start that every day. I'll post up a little piece of the challenge in LinkedIn and stuff, and some of the things I'll put posts. Here's a challenge for the 28 days. That would be a fun thing to do. Maybe I will do that. I'll put that up the night before every day when I start that challenge. I'm not going to start it tonight, but I'll start it this weekend. I'll put a little post up in the different social medias so that you can follow along and participate and comment and see what you think about them. So I'll do that too. So again, those are some of the books I'm going to be going through. And one of the reasons why I say this, and I said experiment, now is the time. People are more open to experiment during this holiday season. If you want to try something out, there's not as many people, the stress there to release stuff because there's no one else to take the work when you do it anyhow. So why drop it out? Their teams are more open. I think, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but if my impression is wrong, I think they're more open to trying different things. And with that, I want to say two things. One, if you are a veteran or you know a veteran, you want to give them a holiday present, I have a couple spots left. I think I got like one or two people that wanted to do the coaching. They didn't really fall through. So I got 5 full spots to coach for free, 6 months, half hour a week. for some veterans who may want to learn about Agile and Scrum and practice this and think about the Agile mindset between now and the end year. So I'm gonna extend it. I was gonna do just November. I'll post something up that'll be longer than that. But if you know anybody, you want to get them a gift, there you go. It didn't cost you any money either. Just send me a name and I'll connect with them and set that up. And the second one, I guess I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Hope you get to enjoy time with family and friends. Enjoy the break if you're here in the States, and stay healthy. Enjoy some time with family. We do this Agile and Scrum stuff, and why we do it so that we can get home to family and friends. There is times when you need to work hard, but it shouldn't be all the time. You should be able to work at a steady pace where you're just producing and constantly growing, that you don't have to go crazy. But there are times when you do want to go crazy. You got something you really want to get out there in time for Christmas holidays and stuff like that, then it really does make sense. So with that, I'm going to say happy Scrumming. Enjoy your holiday. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And we'll see you tomorrow. And take care and bye.